Hi, I'm Regina Galley, and you... Oh, okay. I should wait for her to say her name?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Hi, I'm Regina Galley.
I'm Karen Vito.
And we're from Shake It Up, and you're watching Madhouse TV.
Oh, I can't do it.
Okay.
I can't do it.
All right.
Hold on.
No problem. Hi, I'm Regina Galley.
And I'm Karen Vito.
And we're from Madhouse.
I can't do it with the two of us speaking together. So
Yeah. Hi, I'm Regina Galley.
I'm Karen Vito.
And we're from Shake It Up.
And you're watching MadhouseTV.com.
I'm Tommy Marr. I'm down in St. Bart's having a good time. A lot of people at this time, they like to go have a little cocktail. But you know what I do? I'm going to watch MadhouseTV.com. You got that right.
Hi, and welcome to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee. And yeah, okay, it was a little strange, the opening, but we're here. And we had a little technical difficulty, so we had to kind of do it. And since we're live, this is what happens. But welcome, Happy New Year, and all that good stuff. And we're here with some of my friends, and we're here sharing my passion and their passion, and we're going to talk about relationships. We're going to have a wonderful night, okay? Now, my passion is all about sharing and helping people live the best integrity in life, and that's by just sharing my knowledge and educating and giving people the best of me and all my others. And I'm Dee, and right now I have Cherie.
Hi everybody, I'm Cherie.
She's my co-host.
Yes, I'm the co-host tonight.
And they say I'm a little nervous, and I guess I am always. I don't know why, but I'm trying to be a little better.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you could go around and ask everybody what their passion is.
Well, I'm going to ask you your passion.
Oh, my passion. What am I passionate about? I'm passionate about life.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that's why you're here.
absolutely.
We're sharing life.
Yes.
Hey, we got a couple of old folks and some new folks. So we have like a little mixture.
No.
Why? No, not old folks. I'm the oldest one here, I think. Yeah, I'm probably the oldest one. I didn't mean it like that. Hey, Kim. How you doing?
Hello.
Return.
How are you?
I'm fabulous.
And so am I, sweetie.
Oh.
And so am I.
I'm so glad you're here again.
Yes.
People are
we
so
have a
anxious
We
to
got a
come
full
on.
line to go around and get everybody
Wow.
and introduce everybody.
I know. Okay. Hi. Welcome to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends. Who's calling? Hello?
Paula Scotland.
Hello?
What's your name? Okay.
Wrong number.
Have a good night.
Okay.
I heard him say something.
Alrighty then. Okay.
I am Kim Jones, and I'm a relationship specialist. And my passion is people.
All right.
My passion is people. I love people. And I just want to help people live a better life.
Right.
Period.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. And that's my passion. Let's go. Miss Diane.
Hi, Dee. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Okay. Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you. All right, I'm Diane Hannum. I've been on the show. This is my third time on the show.
Okay.
And I'm a pet photographer, and I'm also an actor.
Okay.
And those are my two passions, which I also love helping people.
Right. Cool.
Hi.
How you
are
doing?
We have a new guest.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for
Well,
being
my name
here.
is Jennifer Adams.
Hi,
I am a
Jenna.
full-time student.
Okay.
And my passion is just making a difference in people's lives.
Excellent.
Just making a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And we have another newbie. And introduce yourself.
My name is Roxy Pringle. This is my first time, so I'm trying to feel the vibe. Everything seemed good so far. My passion is helping people. I work with homeless women veterans, and I just love making the transition from their past to a better present.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Very nice.
So that's the theme, basically, that we all trying to help people. So we're helping people by sharing experiences, sharing our
information, knowledge.
Exactly. And right now we're talking about relationships. This was like our part 2 because we did part 1 last
Yeah,
time.
part 1 was being submissive.
Yes.
What did that mean to you?
Right.
We had a lot of different ideas about being submissive. And tonight we're going to talk about women and are we valuing and loving ourselves enough when it comes to our relationships. So I came up with this topic because I felt like in my lifetime, having girlfriends, they always talked about their relationships, and being a therapist and talking to people that were in therapy, they would do the same. But what I was finding was there was contradiction with my friends. And then I was hearing different things in therapy sessions, of what women were actually putting up with, dealing, and accepting from men. Then on top of that, I felt like in my dating time that men were looking at me like I was crazy. Because there were certain things that I just was not accepting.
Right.
But then I also had to think about, and this is what we started talking about in the car, I had to think about how was I attracting these certain men that I felt they weren't appreciating me enough. So some way I felt that I wasn't appreciating and valuing myself enough. So how was I, because I was attracting these certain type of men.
It's like the mirror.
Yeah, it is
right.
like
Yeah,
a mirror. It is a mirror.
Yeah.
But also you're attracting, the mirror could be something else. The mirror could also be the fact that I don't like men, certain characteristics of men. And I could be attracting that because I'm so focused on the part that I don't like.
Exactly.
So it made me kind of think about it. So I want us to have a dialogue about that tonight to kind of maybe some women will call up and talk about some of their experiences and their relationships. And, I know on the surface sometimes we feel like, well, I love myself. And we put everything on outside stuff.
Absolutely.
What we have, where we work, all those things, what kind of career we have.
Right.
And it's really all things begin within, and I'll say that a million times.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
All things begin within. So what's really going on within you?
Well, I'm going to start.
Go ahead, Diane.
Sometimes we're on a journey with someone, which I was on a journey which you think you're going to be with that person forever. And you give everything from your heart, you share, you become very close to families, and you think that, it's going to be a forever thing. And then that journey stops, and we build other journeys in our life after that. But it's you give all from your heart, and sometimes you don't do the things, your passions that I enjoy my photography, which I've done in that past, but I gave more to myself in that relationship. So after that relationship was past, I walked in, I started acting, and I found a passion in my acting, and I met beautiful people that I became a relationship with all these people. And you lose yourself sometimes when you're in a relationship.
Absolutely.
You don't
Exactly.
do
That's my
the
point.
passion that
Absolutely.
Because that was going to be my question.
Right.
Like, why couldn't you do
lose
your passion?
But you can. You
while
still
you're with
can.
him?
You do
Yeah.
it, but sometimes
You just don't know
you
how
don't.
to. Yeah.
Sometimes you give all you've got.
So
to
why do
that
you feel like
person.
you did that? Why do you feel like you lost your passion? I mean,
No,
you,
no,
not
it's
that you
not.
lost
I
it, you
did my
lost yourself.
photography, but I felt like I lost myself because I really didn't do everything that I wanted to do, and I found that out afterwards when a friend of mine took me on a casting call. I was an extra in a show, and as soon as I walked in there, I felt like that's where I belonged. And it became a whole new world for me. But I think you too can have a relationship with
can.
someone and still do that.
You can.
But I know that
that
happens
balance.
to
It's
people.
all about
It's
balance.
Absolutely.
But I know
Yeah.
people get lost sometimes within
Absolutely.
themselves, and that's what happens.
You have to be your own individual, and so does the other person.
Yes.
I think
Right.
I said that in the
Yeah.
last show.
Yeah.
Right.
And then come together
They
with
come
that person.
together and share.
Right.
it.
Yeah.
You come
Well, see,
home.
a lot of people don't feel like that is can be done, because I know with myself when I was younger, I lost myself. There were so many times I had just found myself. I lose my friends,
Right.
and I lose all my relationships with other folks, and it's just focused on that man, and then all of a sudden you stop doing what you enjoy doing.
Right.
And you're like, why?
Right.
And then when it breaks up, then you're stuck. And then you have
Absolutely.
to mourn the relationship
Right.
and,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then find yourself again.
Right. Absolutely.
And it's like, why do you have to do that?
Absolutely.
So as you grow and you mature, then you say, okay, you don't have to do that. And realize you really shouldn't do that.
And
it's not really
healthier- And it's
healthy.
healthier if you don't do that. It's
Right.
healthier if you have your own identity. and they have their
Exactly,
own identity and
exactly,
you work together.
exactly. But some people think, oh no, well, it's one. Well,
So
yes, well, there is one.
That makes me think about the significant male relationships that women have had when they get to a place where they're losing themselves,
Right.
and everything is focused on this one man, and everything is about this one man, and you don't have any. You get rid of your friends, you get rid of everything. Everything is about this one. So that makes me think that what kind of significant male relationships did you have? Because what happened is we get into these relationships and we're always trying to fill some deficit, something that we didn't have
Right.
with our relationships.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure that it
think-
was just that. It was just that you think that.
And it
okay,
doesn't necessarily have to be a male either. It
No,
could
it's
be,
true,
It
that
could be
too.
significant
Yeah.
relationships.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
But it's just sometimes when I was younger, it was hard for me to just think I could enjoy other folks, but I was missing out on him.
Was it that, or was it that you felt like you couldn't be apart from that person?
I'm thinking.
Because-
That's
Or
what I'm
Was it-
saying.
or
Yeah.
Was it trust? Was it that if you
Right.
were with your friends, maybe there wasn't trust that, you wanted to stay close?
It wasn't about the
That
trust thing at that point. It was about that I thought we supposed to be together and do everything together, and you're supposed to enjoy life, and
Right.
you don't have to. What I enjoy is what he enjoyed,
Right.
and realize that that's
really
not
the
how it is.
Right.
The
It's-
reality
it's-
check, a
right.
reality
And
check.
sometimes we lose ourselves and things
Exactly.
like that because we're so focused on the relationship, trying to make the B come after the A and then the C, and then we lose ourselves. But sometimes, and we find ourselves in relationships also, as opposed to when they end. Just through my experience, I was in a 5-year relationship, and I just gave this relationship everything.
Right,
And when I love hard.
Yeah.
When I give it all. So when it was ending, who am I?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
So I thank God for that relationship because I found myself. So we're not focused on the inner us, we're focused on the outer us and how we look.
Right.
So sometimes, we have to engage in those unhealthy, I would say, relationships
That's
to find
true.
out who we are, and we'll find our
Well,
deficits.
they can be used to learn and grow.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
you do grow.
Yeah.
And then you see your friends, and because I have a very diverse group of friends.
Right.
And all age groups.
Right.
So I'm probably usually one of the oldest in my age group. Although I do have a friend that's about 70. She likes to go to house music and all that kind of
70?
stuff. Yes.
That's gonna be me.
I'm planning to take her
Right.
next time I go. But she loves it, and she has this energy, and but she has this healthy relationship with her husband, and he's secure with himself, and so go have a good time, okay? But if a person's not secure with themselves or that your spouse or your significant other is not secure with themselves, that's when you have the challenges with the relationships.
Right.
And I think we're ready for a commercial. So this is going to be very interesting. So you better stay tuned. We'll be back.
If you have any questions or comments, please call.
Okay, cool.
Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee, and I'm here with all my friends, and Cherie, she's going to keep us on track.
Absolutely, that's what I'm here for.
So, it's very interesting.
So we're talking about how we as women don't always value and love ourselves enough in relationships.
Right.
So
I'm understanding, and even though we went off track a little bit, but when we lose ourselves, that's not valuing.
ourselves.
It truly is not valuing
well,
ourselves.
when we, so my reasoning for, and I think I posted this on my Facebook page, because I said I'm convinced that women get into these relationships because they're so fearful, and fear plays a part, that they're not going to be able to have a relationship. So anything, but I always say by any means necessary. That's what I tell my patients, that you want to be in a relationship. So no matter what he's doing, who he is, you know, what he's involved in, how he's treating you, you're going to accept it just to be able to say, yeah. And then, you know, even if he's a half a man, as my friend Michelle's mother used to say, you know, you just want to be able to say, I'm with someone.
Well, I'd rather be alone than be with the
Me
wrong
too.
person.
Absolutely,
Well,
me
now,
too.
And
you
I-
get-
I'm-
I've
yeah,
learned that.
And I'm
Absolutely.
independent.
Yeah.
I like
Yes.
to take time for myself. I go down to the beach. That's my relaxation. And I think it's healthy, even when you get out of a relationship, to
To
spend
date
time
yourself.
to
Yeah.
be
Date
by
yourself.
yourself and not
Yeah.
move right
Yeah.
into another one. And I think it's healthy.
You know, I was in a, I don't even want to say relationship. I was seeing someone, and we stopped seeing each other for a couple of years, and then we started seeing each other again. However, I felt that he didn't value me enough. I didn't feel like he valued me at all, and I, anything that you do, whether it's a friendship or relationship
Right.
with the opposite sex, an intimate relationship, I feel like there has to be some kind of compromise when
Right.
you are, because you both have different needs,
Right.
and it can't be all about you.
Right.
It has to be. And I felt like that's not what he was giving me.
Right.
So I left the situation a second time, and for 2 days I cried. Right, Jenny?
Yes, you did.
I cried for 2 days, and after that 2 days, I was good. I was like, it's done, it's over. I always say there's just something in me that won't allow me to have someone not treat me like I feel like I should be treated. Men they tell me I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled because I feel like I should be treated.
But you know what? It's
I should be
okay to
treated
be
a certain way.
spoiled. It's
Yeah,
okay
but
to be
what does
spoiled.
spoil mean? Does that mean
Right.
that I want my way? Yeah, we all do.
Right.
I am
Right.
willing to compromise, but spoil, that's how this topic also came up for me, because
Yeah.
it was like, well, what am I doing differently from other women? Because
Right.
I'm getting this feeling that they must be accepting all these things that I'm
Certain
not
things,
going to
right,
accept.
Right.
Yeah.
That
was he
is
supporting
exactly.
you? Was it supporting?
That is exactly.
He was very supportive of everything I did.
Yeah, that
But-
is exactly what the problem is.
Thank you. Thank you.
And-
I just wanted somebody else to co-sign that for me.
No, but when you think about it, Cherie, and you think about who you are as a woman, and you're very confident about
Right.
who you are, men find you more of a challenge. It is easier sometimes for them to go after somebody who's a little less challenging than you would be.
Now, when you say challenging,
you would be considered high maintenance because they have to put in a lot of work. And
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I hear that.
No, and I don't mean
And you
high
don't mean
maintenance
material.
as
As
in
material,
material.
right.
No, right.
You have to invest in you mentally.
I feel like I'm worth
emotionally,
that.
and
Right.
spiritually.
Right.
I feel like I'm worth that.
And a lot of people, all you have to do is get them a pair of sneakers, and they're quite frankly,
Reeboks.
they're
What,
right,
Jim,
right.
some
Right.
5411s.
And I'm not, I'm
Yeah,
not
right.
trying to dog anybody out or make anybody,
Yeah.
Right.
nobody's
Right.
less than, but they haven't discovered how to even begin to honor themselves.
Your
Right.
self-worth.
Right.
And so,
Absolutely. And that's-
and so
that's-
when
yeah.
you start,
Self-worth,
and the
right.
reason why they
that's
don't
big.
work and they keep
That
finding
is big.
themselves back in the hole, back in these same types of relationships, is because they haven't figured out that the reason why they didn't stay in the first place is because the relationship wasn't honoring them.
Right.
Right.
And so as they progress in their life and then they keep meeting another guy, and they're like, well, he's not honoring me either.
Right.
It is up to me to honor me.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's
After
right.
that,
Love and honor
everything-
yourself.
Yes,
Self-worth
everything
and
else
what you're worth.
will
Right.
fall in place.
Right.
And then once I learned that I can honor you, I'm not even fighting. We're talking about submission the last time I was on the show.
Right.
We're not fighting anymore because I honor and love myself, I can now give that to you
Right.
on such a higher and
Yeah.
greater
Right,
level
right.
Absolutely.
Because
that
your
it is
confidence
just
level
a
is
game,
high.
right?
Absolutely.
Because I don't feel worthless, and I
Right.
don't,
Right.
and I value
So,
who I am as a
well,
woman.
do you think that because there are a lot of men out there too that are
Absolutely.
afraid to there's fear
That is
involved. Right? You talked about
absolutely
that.
the truth.
So do you feel that they're not loving and honoring themselves?
Yeah,
enough?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
So
Yeah.
they go keep going back to those type of quote unquote women that makes them feel
Yeah.
that they're
More than what they
high,
want.
mighty,
Yeah.
and
Right.
important.
Right.
You know,
But
so
you know why it doesn't work, Jen? You know why it doesn't
That's why
work?
they go,
Because that's why they leave them.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
they don't have to work for them.
exactly.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Is this the TV show?
Yes.
Yes, Passion for Life.
Oh, I was just calling. Do you think that people can change? Like if they've been in a relationship before
That's a good.
and then they
yes.
meet up maybe like 16 to 17 years later?
I'm hoping they've
I would
changed
hope
and grow.
But you,
I'm
I
hoping
don't know
so.
if people really.
Yes,
I don't.
Shaq,
I wouldn't
Because
say
there's a
people.
little bit
I
more
wouldn't say
reason.
people change
I don't-
because if a spade is a spade, if you see it's a spade, that is exactly what it is. And sometimes we as women stay in relationship hoping for that change.
But she's saying 16 years later, like if she gets back on. I disagree with Roxy because I guess because of the
Because
work.
why I'm saying this is because I have a friend. He knew this guy maybe like 15 years ago, and she had a baby, and the baby died, and he left. Well, a couple years down the line, actually 2015, he decided that he wanted to basically. He's a Christian. He said he's a Christian. I'm not saying he's not, but he said he's a Christian. And he's saying that he wants to do the right thing. And so she's like, okay, she's going to get right back in the relationship and marry him. And I'm kind of like telling her, basically, you don't even really know him because people
That's true.
maybe
Right.
1990-something was different from what he is now.
True.
No, well, you know what the thing is, at this point I feel that she needs to find out who he is.
Yes.
Exactly.
She doesn't know who he is yet.
Right.
And at this point,
So she's taking the fact that he
Yeah.
changed on face value.
and you can't
being
do
that
that.
he's a
You
Christian,
really
yeah.
have
She
to.
needs to date him
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Become
She needs
form
to
a
know
friendship
who he
again.
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
All
don't
over.
think she should just rush into a
No.
relationship.
No, you
Absolutely
can't
not.
do not.
But I
Absolutely
do.
not.
I still
Because
believe.
for one,
Go ahead.
he had a baby by her cousin.
Oh,
my.
Okay.
My.
Well,
And
It sounds complicated.
That's exactly
I'm sorry.
what
What are you
I'm
talking about?
You have 2 kids, and you used to have to worry about little girls, but now you have to worry about little boys too.
Yep,
And people that
absolutely.
say they change, but sometimes they change for the good. Some people change for the worse.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And you know what? If he's changed and he has self-worth and he honors himself and he is really the man that he should be, or he loves himself,
Right.
but doesn't. I have
Well, you
some
know
friends
what?
that are narcissistic.
You know what?
They love themselves.
I don't care
too
what
much.
anybody says
You
here
know?
or any caller that calls in. I think everybody should be in therapy. It teaches you self-awareness. You become aware of so many things that you don't recognize that's really going on with you and in your life.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of us, we so afraid of it, or it means it has this stigma that we're crazy.
Yes.
Yes.
So we don't want to, but I do believe in therapy, someone who gets help, professional assistance,
Right.
I do believe that they can change for the better. It's about learning and growing.
Right.
If they're willing.
It's up
If
to
they're
you.
willing.
Yeah,
You're willing to do it. You have to be willing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because some people will go and do the steps,
Yeah.
but not necessarily not really ready to do the recognizing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
and understanding.
Miss. What
Yeah,
is
what
your
is
name
your
and where are
name?
you
Yeah.
calling from? Hello.
Hello?
Where you? What's your name and where?
I'm just listening. I feel like, and this is me, my opinion. People can say that they walking with Christ, they doing this, they doing that, and I'm not saying he's not, but I just feel like she need to give her time to self to grow, and I think that he need to get his time self to grow, because I feel like they really don't know each other like they used to.
No, they
Right.
definitely don't.
16 years.
Yeah, that's a lot.
A lot of people use that, he said he's a Christian, so he's a good man. That's not always true.
That's not
No,
always true.
that's not always true.
What is your name?
absolutely
Can
not
I
the
ask
truth.
her
Not
name?
the-
What's your name?
And where is she calling from?
Hello?
My name is Pamela, and I'm calling from Anderson, South Carolina.
Okay.
Hi, Pamela.
Hi.
Pamela, thank you so
Thank you
much
for
for your
calling.
comment and your
Comments.
calling, sweetie.
All right, and y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
You too.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
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 No, the reason why I said people really don't change because of my 10-year marriage, right? I stayed 10 years hoping for the change. But I didn't want to get out on my own. I wanted God to show me that it was the time for me to go. And I didn't know why I was staying with him because I lost love for him within the seventh year of marriage. And I knew that he came from a broken home. We was totally opposite. And I said when I was a little kid, I'm never gonna marry somebody under certain circumstances. And I did, right? And I just felt that we supposed to be the happy family for 10 years, 2 beautiful kids. We went to counseling, we went to therapy. It reversed. Because
Well, when it comes to therapy, with that, I feel like I do couples counseling, but what I feel is each person needs to be in their own counseling.
Yeah, individual
Right.
counseling.
Okay, can we remember where we left off?
Yeah, 'cause we gotta
take
do
a quick
commercial.
quick. We'll be right back. Okay.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Mealy, one of the founders here at Madhouse TV. You know, people ask me all the time what motivates me and what makes Madhouse TV different than all the other internet broadcasting studios around the world. Well, I tell you, what motivates me are the people we get to meet, the people we get to help, and the lives that we change by allowing their medium here at the studio. And I think that that's what my motivation is. What makes us different? Madhouse TV has been around for the past 5 years. We have a solid foundation. We've seen studios come and go. We've seen studios in basements, garages, shacks, little shanties all over the place. People wanting to do this type of media. This is the media of the future. So what makes us different? Here at Madhouse TV, our team, Tommy Marr, Vicky, Janine, we take this very seriously. This is not a joke. This is a very serious business. And to be serious, you need to spend money. And to need to spend money, you have to have the best equipment possible to make the best video and the best broadcast possible. And here at Madhouse TV, that's exactly what we strive to do. We got a strong foundation. We're going to be around for a long time. You know, they look at me every once in a while when I come up with an idea and they say, oh boy, here we go again. But you know what? It's that, oh boy, here we go again, that keeps us the best. And we will continue to strive forward to do whatever it takes to be the best internet broadcasting studio in America. And I got to be honest with you folks, we're on that path. Over the past several years, we have had some of the top entertainers here in this studio. We've had lunch with people like The Who. We've had people in here like George Thorogood's Destroyers. Tommy Marr has been inspirational in bringing some of the biggest talent in the world right here to the studio. You know, that's what it's all about. Once you're the biggest, once you're the best, they're gonna come. So we're offering all of you out there who wanna have a shot at media, wanna have a shot at being on television, give us a call here at Madhouse TV. We'd love to talk to you. Our prices are unbelievably reasonable. This is not CBS. We never planned to be CBS. So if you want to be on TV, you want to get your message across, you have a non-for-profit that you got to get that message out to people of hope, give us a call at 631-882-6900. We're here to help. We're here to have a good time. And most of all, we're here to become the best and the biggest in this business. Thanks so much.
Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends. And my friends are getting hot here. My goodness. So we were
It's a
talking
good
about
topic.
Yeah.
Juicy topic. Things that people don't usually talk about.
Well, you know,
Right.
when we started talking and we
Or afraid to
came
talk
to this
about
conclusion, we were like, oh yeah, this is going to be it.
Yeah, because but we left off talking about counseling, and I do feel like as couples, you do need to be, and you have to be willing. I've had so many couples who there's only one willing participant, and then the other person has so many issues. The one that's not willing,
Right.
because they're not ready to face stuff.
They're not ready
and,
to
and
deal
then
with
they
themselves.
they don't want to get into counseling individually, or they're not doing the work. Because if you go into counseling, you're not being honest. Or if you're going into therapy, because there's a difference. If you're not being honest, then there's no need to be there.
Yeah. So what happened with you, Rox?
Well, it really turned negative because once we got back into the house, he would throw up counseling. Oh, she said this and she said that, and you want to run with this. It's like he used what the counselor said that brought out his negativity against me. You know, so it was like, oh, you can believe what she say, but I really know the truth. So he was like still in denial. with
But
the
did you
counseling.
guys had two separate counselors that you both saw individually?
We had family counseling, and then we did individual counseling.
So you had your own therapist, and he had his own therapist. Yeah, okay.
You know, so, but like I said, it was 10 years, and like you said, a lot of women would be in denial because we hope for, you know, a greater future with someone, but I realized that I devalued myself for the 10 years, but when I came out, it made me stronger because I knew that I didn't want to go back and settle for the same thing, so I put more higher demands on myself as a person. And if nobody accepted me for who I were, I'd rather be by myself than be in a relationship.
I agree with that.
Absolutely.
That's powerful.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, you have to learn that.
Right.
A lot of times it takes a while, especially experiencing the negativity, because
Yeah, it's
when
hard.
you're involved with negative, that begets negative. I do believe that.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
A
You know,
relationship or the person?
If-
Or the
if-
person.
the person and relationship. If I feel a person is bringing negativity, says something negative, it's just, it does come to
I
fruition.
immediately say you're insecure.
Yeah.
No, it is about insecurity, but the thing is, if you are talking to a person and someone starts talking negative, I like to remove myself.
When you
from
mean when
that.
you say negative, do you mean that they're
It's-
saying
it's
something
something
negative
that's
toward you or about
towards
you?
just negative
about
conversations,
a
period.
conversation to anybody, just
Right.
talking negative out there. You know, it's like
I dated a guy
It's like
once.
a turnoff, actually.
Yes, I dated a guy
Exactly.
once.
And you know,
You know?
it's a turnoff when you're working on
they're
yourself.
talking about somebody. Oh, somebody walked down the street.
But you know what? You're smart, D, because you paid attention. I remember going on a date with somebody to Grand Lux Cafe. This was years ago when they first opened, and he asked the bartender, "Did they have pear Ciroc or something?" Right? So it wasn't Ciroc, but it was something. It was pear, and so he was like, it was noisy. So he goes, then the guy who I was on a date with started screaming like, I said, you know, and I'm like, okay. I said, so when I got home, I never forget, I was talking to my friend Inga and Sean. They all, one live in South Carolina and one lives in Florida. So we used to all three-way. So I said, they were like, so how was the date? I said, I'm never going out with him again. They were like, why? I said, because if he was mean to the bartender, he'll be mean to me.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't recognize, you know, I feel.
You got to pay attention to those
Yeah,
things.
all that is part of it.
Right.
And I feel if a person is saying something that, I remember I went out with a guy and he talked about people in terms of like, it was stereotypes.
This is the tip men.
And I was like, it just was, it was
Talking
just,
about stuff like that.
yeah, it was just such, I was like, ooh.
Like talking
so
about
is
old
that?
relationships or your
And
ex or what another
sometimes
woman
they,
did.
do that also to take it has nothing to do with that person that they're talking about.
exactly.
It's their own stuff.
Yeah,
this is
You know,
true.
and they don't want to deal with their
It could
stuff.
be their anxiety,
so they
too.
try to
It could be
switch
anxiety.
the focus off of them because it's obvious that it's showing. So, you know, they have to block their own stuff.
If somebody comes and
know?
they're telling me all about their ex, the
That's
other
what it
women
is.
that they've dated before, or how all the negative things
Right.
about, I'm thinking to myself, now, what if she was sitting here? What would she say about you?
Yeah.
Right. Because
Yeah.
it's always two ways.
Yes.
Well, that's you talking about relationships, and I don't like to do it about my job, but I found that a lot of people, especially at my job, when people go to lunch or break or what have you, they start talking about people.
Yeah.
You said that in the other show last year.
It's very bad. I just find that so not cool. You know,
that annoys me too.
That's
Can I tell
negativity.
you-
it's
Can I
just-
tell you, this is just a word of encouragement for every woman that's listening, for every man that's listening to the show on tonight. If you are around a group of people who are not elevated in their thinking, run.
Exactly.
Run as fast as you
Exactly.
can.
But you know what I feel,
I have
Kim?
found-
When you elevate yourself, those people are going to automatically fall away.
They
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really do. And what I have found is that most of the people that I spend the majority of my time with, any phone time, is usually because they are trying to grow a business. They are working on becoming better people. And
Hi,
they
welcome
are
to
trying
Passion for Life.
You know.
Hello?
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 Okay. Have a good night. But you're
They call
absolutely
back.
right, Kim.
You didn't
But
put that.
I find that people who have elevated thinking, almost every person I talk to on even once every 3 weeks is trying to attain a higher level of self. They are reading basically what I'm reading or some variation thereof. They are constantly, focused on the next level of their lives.
Right.
And that's part of honoring who they are growing to become.
Absolutely.
And we do not have
Exactly.
time. You know what I'm waiting for? Somebody said to me the other day, the revolution will not be televised, right?
Hold on a second.
But,
Hold on.
okay.
Hello? Passions for Life?
Well, remember that revolution.
Hello?
Hi, I would like to call through.
Yes.
Hi.
Welcome to Passion for Life.
Hi.
Can you hear us?
Who do we have on the phone call?
Is that
You shut them off.
something? No, I was seeing if we were muted because we can hear them, but they can't hear us.
Did they get through? Hello. Yes.
Hi, Blessed. I would like to call through.
Yes.
Hi, I just wanted
It's a
to
delay.
call in and tell Sister Kim. This is Jamie. Hi. I just wanted to call in and tell Sister Kim I'm so proud of her. I'm watching her stream.
Okay. You know what? We're getting feedback. So what you're gonna have to do is shut off your computer.
The volume.
Oh. Hello? Hi.
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 Thank
Hi,
you,
Kim.
Sister Jamie. I love you, sweetheart.
I love you more. I just wanted to call in and just tell you I'm so proud of you. And I'm watching you live stream.
Right. Okay. All right, sweetie. We'll talk later.
God bless.
God bless. That's
So the revolution will not be
so
televised.
the revolution. Oh my! Is there another one?
Hello? Passions for Life with D. Hello?
Okay.
I just wanted to call in and just tell you I'm so proud of you.
Whoops.
This is no. That's
Okay.
like a really That's a good one.
Okay.
But what I was
603,
saying,
no.
what I was saying is the revolution will not be televised. I am waiting for the day that women will definitely stand up and raise the bar.
Me
Because
too.
I'm, quiet as it's kept, I am so pro men, and y'all know that. I love my brothers. I actually have 2 biological sons, so I'm always thinking in terms of what my sons experience or what they will experience in this life. So I'm kind of gender neutral when I speak a lot of the times, which a lot of women don't understand why.
Well,
That is why.
We're not here to bash men.
We're not. not.
Right.
But I am waiting for the day that women really, truly understand their power
Yes.
and their worth
Yes.
and their value.
Yes.
And when I tell you, so when somebody said that to me, I said, my God, that's the truth. One day we all are going to wake up in our conscious minds, and we are going to move forward, and we are not going to allow people to do whatever it is that
Absolutely.
they want to do.
Absolutely.
But it has to be
Absolutely.
an
That
effort
comes.
Absolutely.
that is
easier for other women.
all at
Absolutely.
once, not something where we have the stragglers. We have
Right.
to understand our
Right.
power and our worth.
Right.
Because what happens is when we start to rise, they have to rise to meet us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
They have to. And if they
Girl, you
don't
better
rise
preach.
to meet us, then they will not
Right.
have anybody
Right.
in their
Absolutely.
lives.
Absolutely.
The feminization of men, it's like we need our men to stand up. We don't need to be men. Actually, take off your pants, go get your hair and your nails done, put down the wrench, whatever. And I'm not trying to set women back 100 years. What I'm saying, no, because
No, you
women
know what?
have to fix
But
their
you know what?
cars
The-
because
right.
and put air in their tires because
Yes.
men are not where I guess they should be. But if we all stood up and they did not have a hole to crawl in, it would be a complete and total game changer. When we start doing what we're supposed to do as women, and when I heard that,
So what do you feel like we're supposed to do as women?
we have to start honoring ourselves.
Absolutely.
You know
Absolutely.
how many women,
Absolutely.
part of the reason why we've been stuck in this place that we've been stuck in is because there is this little girl inside that was never loved.
Right.
Nobody has
Absolutely.
ever honored her. Nobody listened to her.
It's amazing to me because
you
I see,
understand?
you know,
That's
so
why
that
you
feeling.
accept
I always
certain
think of
things.
me as a little girl, and
And you know what? I removed myself at this point. You know.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, can you turn off the computer or turn down your volume? Okay, great.
They hung up.
Welcome to Passion for Life. Are
Did
you
they
there?
hang up? They hung up.
They hung up.
Oh,
Are
okay.
they
Yeah.
calling from their
Okay.
computer?
Well, no, if you're
Yes,
watching.
but
But
just
they could be calling from their cell phone.
right. Right.
But I also think you know, I came from the old school. So I was brought up to give to the man, you know, to make the man happy. So that's where I
As
came
well you
from.
should.
yeah,
That's
I was
what
brought
I-
up that way too.
Right.
And that's what I did.
Some-
And
But I was brought up, but I
Right.
also was
To
brought
be
up that I was
submissive to
supposed
men.
to be treated a certain
certain
way.
way,
Like I
absolutely.
still think my
Right.
cousins, my cousin Ron, I love you, Ron. He, you know, when I go see him,
Favorite
he always
baby
goes,
cousin.
he better make sure he opens the door. And
Yeah,
you're supposed
right.
to open the door for me.
Absolutely.
I went out
Absolutely.
with somebody and I was like, and I love him so much. And I had to say, I was like, you know, I was supposed to order first, right? I had to ordering dinner. Like you're just ordering your food, just leaving me hanging.
Right.
But sometimes they don't know.
Right.
Right.
Sometimes
Yeah,
they don't
that's
know.
true.
Right.
It's your
Right.
upbringing. I think
And
yes.
it's a lot. For
And
your
then
upbringing of the
you
way
know if you're
were
dating
treated
and you
as-
can learn along the way, but
Right.
these women are just a
And
lot of
then
women are
too-
just
And then too, Cherie, it is the time and place that you say those different things. The kindness is in your voice. It's not being condescending.
Right.
And so when you say that to him, honey, I really would like it for you to open up my door for me. It's not you should have.
Well, you know
It
what?
is-
when we went out to
when
dinner.
you open up the door for me because it is a game changer. And even let me tell you all a little secret. I have so many male friends and I absolutely adore them. They are like my brothers and everything. But I almost don't need help to do anything in my house. All I have to do, and this is a secret, ladies, I want y'all all to get it, is say these 3 words. I need you. And it is a complete, they're like, Kim, what do you need? I'm like, I need you to come over here.
That's me,
And I really,
I got a flat tire.
right, because I am the baby in my family and
too.
I whine on
And
cue.
I'm the only girl.
And,
But you know what, Kim?
I'm so serious. I
Sometimes
whine on
that's
cue.
sometimes I have to say, I've had to say to men, I'm the only girl and the baby.
Right.
So it's like certain things. It's like I need somebody, but I
Right.
need you to
'Cause
do
you're
my
used to be-
tire.
you're used to be-
I'm used
order
to
is
that.
taken care of.
important.
Yes, I'm used to being taken care of.
Birth order is
Exactly.
very important.
Yeah,
exactly.
But it's a clue to help women to understand. That's also a clue just to help women understand this, that if they're not there, you will understand a lot. It don't take you a whole month and a half, 2 months to figure this thing out. Watch what the character is, watch what their morals are, watch what their values are, and see if they are honoring you. But at the same time, sisters, you need to be honoring him as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. That's just like in a relationship, and in the beginning of that relationship, you would want to love that man to the place that you want to be loved.
Right.
You know, and you're only going to be loved. They're only going to love you the way you love yourself.
Right.
You know, so if you present love, show love and respect, then and value, then they'll show love, respect, and value. And don't bow for no reason.
And don't
This way you know, because it's either you're here, we start here. You know, so he's like, you want this, he's coming down, but you stay right here, because eventually he has to come up.
That's
or they're not going to come up, and then you recognize that, and then you have to go.
Absolutely.
Because you're not going to accept it.
Absolutely.
Because
Don't
if you
sit around
continue,
hoping and wishing
it's going to come back over there. Because everybody starts out here. Okay, but then when they start, well, they're calling you every day, or you're talking every day,
because it's the beginning stage.
And then all of a sudden you don't hear from them for about 2 or 3 days. Oh, I was busy. Oh, blah blah blah.
Right.
Oh well, you know what? That's okay. Because now you're not really as into that.
This is, you know, you guys don't realize how this is so empowering for me, because there's certain things in the way I live, and me and Jen talk a lot, so she knows, and I always feel like, you know, what am I doing something wrong? But it's something that's within me that's like, I'm not doing that. I can't do that. I'm not accepting that. It's just something in me that's just like, no, I don't care how much I like you, what you got, what you do for a living, what you look like. I'm not doing it. But then, you know, I've had instances where men are looking at me like, you're nuts. You know, you're crazy. Okay, I'll be crazy. I'll be crazy off over here all by myself, away from you.
And it also depends on the perception of the man, the perception of the woman, the journey of the man, the journey of the woman, where that man is going, where that woman is going. You know, what are that man's goals? What is that woman's goals? So it all depends. So that's why forming a friendship in any type of intimate relationship is very important. Very important. Because when all else fails, that friendship is still there. That's why this one's not talking to this one, because we can't speak no more, because the relationship didn't work out. But when that friendship is there, you know,
and that's
so
communication.
That's very,
and you have to continue that.
Absolutely.
And hopefully, well, you know what? It wasn't meant to be here. But hopefully we can still stay friends. If we're mature enough to handle it.
If you're mature enough, because there's a lot of people who aren't mature enough to remain your friend.
Yes.
Because they want it their way.
Right.
You know, and certain things, if you're not performing to get it your way.
Right.
Well, not even perform. If you can't compromise.
Or
you can't compromise.
You
can't compromise and understand. You know, everybody, you have your needs, the other person has their needs, and then you have to meet somewhere in the middle. People just can't seem to do that. They just want to have it their way. That's just what it is.
You know?
Yeah, and it's like in a relationship, they say, you get 50, I get 50, that makes 100. But
be 100,
you got to give 100. You got to give all of you, and you give all of me.
That's always been my problem.
A whole.
I give my all, because I haven't been in many relationships in my life. I've dated, but I haven't been in many relationships. And it's like, when I do get in with someone that I give my all.
Right.
And that's the only way I know how to. And you know, how the guy tell me that you gotta. What did he tell me? He's like, you can't give your all. You give too much. He's like, you gotta hold back. And I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do that.
But I'll tell you, right now we only have about 5 more minutes, and I know Roxy wanted.
We need to do a part 2 of this.
I know we do. I was going to say you all going to have to invite. Yeah, you wanted to say something, but I think we're going to have to invite all of you all back.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not really sure. Maybe next week or whatever, and we'll just continue, because there is a lot to say.
Yes.
And,
this is a good conversation. And I would like for other people to call in, because I really think this is what made me think of this topic. I really think it's something that we don't talk about. People aren't being honest about it.
Yes.
Roxy, but you wanted to say something.
No, I was just going to say that with me now in my relationships, I always tell my partners, the same way you got me is the same way you have to keep me. And I do the same thing too. Like if he opened my doors, you know, a couple of months down the line, you be standing there, you like, you ain't in the car? I be like, nope, I ain't in the car. couple of months ago, you opened this door. I'm going to stay here, and you're going to open the door. And I also opened his door because I have that Bronx towel, like Colombian.
Yes, oh my God. You got to unlock the door.
I unlocked their door, you know, so I
open the
kind
door.
of give what I want to receive back.
Yeah.
And try not to lose that.
Right.
Because sometimes we get so complex
fire
in
burning.
relationship
Yes.
to where it becomes boring, you know, because, we got the person now.
Right.
But I try to keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Being consistent.
Yeah, being
Yeah.
consistent.
Being consistent, yeah.
That's important.
consistent.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
It's very important because when you start changing, and then and people don't realize, okay, but now you're not the same. Maybe you're not the same,
exactly.
you know, because
What we
you
used to
you
do.
you were
Right.
you made time for one another, and now you don't have that time.
Right.
What happened?
Exactly.
Okay, so just be real. You know, just be real. Tell me why.
Right.
Okay, or
Right.
I'm
That's
not
why
stupid.
that's why
Get complacent.
That's
You know what
yeah.
I think it is that people, when they first meet somebody, they're not being authentic.
Exactly.
They're representative.
Send a representative.
Yeah, but you know what?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you, you can weed people out quicker.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you are your authentic
Yes.
self,
Yes.
if you
Yes.
are
can only be my authentic
unpolished,
self.
It's so much easier.
you
Yeah.
want to know,
Yeah.
know, but a lot of people go, oh, okay, yeah, I'll have the salad. No, you
I'm
know you
hungry.
want,
The burger and the fries.
you know you hungry and you know you laugh loud. Don't
Exactly.
be cute. Just laugh loud. Just laugh loud because it's okay.
You know what?
Right.
And then
I've
you're
always
gonna
felt that
find
way, that
out
they're gonna know who I am
that the
eventually
more
anyway.
comfortable you are
You can answer the phone.
with somebody, the more you
Yes.
show them how comfortable you are as a
Hello?
person, they then become comfortable.
Hello.
Passions for Life with Dee and friends.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi, how are you? Who's calling?
Hi.
Who's
Hello,
calling?
ladies, how are you?
Fine. Can you state your name and where you're from?
Sure, this is Shamiko. I'm calling from Hempstead, so I'm actually on the Parkway. I'm driving. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I've been listening to your conversation as I've been driving back, and very interesting, like, very interesting.
Do you have a comment or question?
And if I had to add anything to the conversation is when Kim was speaking about this game changer of how we as women have really the standards that we set for the men, and we don't have to lower them.
That's
we just
right.
have to be who we are.
Absolutely.
Because not only am I hello?
Yes, you're still here.
I think I lost.
No, you're here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But you know what? We only have like
Understand
1
that we have to
minute.
set the standards and not lower our standards. Knowing who you are, whose you are,
Exactly.
qualifies you not only to demand what you want, and I didn't get the young lady's name with the black one, but she said that I was thinking about what you had said when you said that you haven't dated much, right?
Right.
And the relationships that you've been in, you don't want to lower them, and you have no reason to.
No.
Never will.
Absolutely.
But you know what? We're gonna try to.
As a matter of
We're,
fact,
we're gonna.
Tamika, we have to go because the show is almost over.
oh, I'm sorry. I will definitely tune in again.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
definitely.
Okay,
Take care. Have a
thank
good
you.
evening.
All right, good evening.
Well, ladies, phenomenal.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a great one. We have to do
Absolutely
this again.
Yes.
Maybe we need to continue this same
Yes.
conversation.
Yes, yes, I
This is a
think
very
so.
broad topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
yeah,
very
there's
broad topic.
you're right about that. So
Very broad
I
topic.
don't have any. Well, there's a young lady that came from out of town, and she hasn't confirmed with me yet.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's not able to make it next week, then it would be nice if you all could come back.
Well, next time we need to bring some food and stuff, though.
We can do that.
Earlier, and we'll
Yeah,
have a little
yes,
snack.
yeah, not a problem.
Yes.
Vegetarian
So-
I
stuff.
just want to sign off with this before they sign off. I'm having a singles webinar online. You can find me at Kim Love Jones on Facebook, and it will be this Monday coming up at 8 p.m. and it is free, and all you have to do is register. Click on the link. You'll find me on Facebook. Click on the link, register for the webinar, and be a part of it. I'm going to be just streaming live, and I cannot wait for all of you to come and be a part of that.
Fabulous. Well, thank you, and oh gosh, we gotta go. So come back
We'll
next
see you
week.
next week.
and we're going to have a good time again. So, welcome and goodbye.